Bro, welcome. Uh, figure out. Oh, you, it, I have no. I guess it here we go. There's no issues. The first time I've been live streaming both Twitch and TikTok at the same time. And yeah, that's definitely to go down. Dang it. Hello, hello. Sorry if the stream looked kind of cute. See my first time going live on both Twitch and on TikTok at the same time. Just figuring this stuff out today, so we'll see how things go. That hope the experience along with me. I'm going to mess around on first Descendant. I got the grinding stuff to do. It's been a while since I have streamed to between my stomach and from and I thought I think That's fun. Save, but I only have access.
Do you need information about the Colossi?
Bit public. Hello. Well, I get here right as it died. Oh, okay. Guess I'm not gonna lose a gift for. Ow. Up. Really need to get rank up. Okay. I think I have. Oh, I got three. Yeah. Oh, I don't think it. I'll be honest. Ugh. Like, I'm surprised to see one side. Get the mic a little bit closer though. That way it's proper. Have amorphous. There.
Do you need information about the Colossi?
Have any of the more, yeah. But see if I can get anything better than what I've got out of this. If not, I'll just break it down apart. This bar. I've got 13 cards. No follow. No give. I don't. 23 people have seen. But right now there is no one seeing it. Sitting here having fun and hope for the best. That did a trick. There.
Very much.
Oh, hello. His entire body, but right now, due to the fact that he's considered invincible. Really need to go to the settings on this. What about the auto, like, welcome. Hello, hello. Man, I'm being heavy targeted. Oh, that lag. Not auto boss on like that. You need to stop hard targeting me.
Damn. Beat it.
There we go. You know, okay. Pop up. I'm almost certain everything, but yeah. Cool. Alright, now I get to check my weapon when we get back, see if I can load out a little bit. Hello, hello.
Alpha, thank you for the reinforcements. Recommencing the operation to hunt down Jeremy.
I've sent number 17 of the Colon Special Forces to help with tracking Jeremy. Get the sit rep from Enzo and
All right. We've had some delays, but I'm happy to say we can now restart the pursuit. First things first, as we've lost contact with Essimo, and there are no other descendants who have the power to handle the battle, we had to suspend the search and blockade construction. I'm afraid we'll need a rescue operation for Essimo. He was deployed here on a mission to destroy a Vulgus facility, and we've lost contact with his unit. If possible, I think searching for Essimo while we continue with the rest of the mission is a good idea. While our operation was delayed, the Vulgus deployed their forces throughout the swamp. We think they sensed something was up with Jeremy. I got impatient, so I took command and attacked. But because the soldiers couldn't receive their orders in time, we nearly experienced heavy losses. After that, the Vulgus forces increased and rapid deployment of soldiers wasn't feasible. It seems Jeremy used this to his advantage and went deeper into the swamp. So starting now, we'll be focusing on reconnaissance to expand the search area. If you go on ahead, the soldiers will follow and establish a barricade. This will allow for much wider RK distribution, which will be an advantage in tracking both Jeremy's RK and the Ironheart traces. We have to overextend ourselves a little. We have no choice. Based on the intel from the guide, it's clear Jeremy has some kind of plan in mind. Apparently Jeremy's voice was captured through the Ironheart pulse. However, briefly that was detected. This is what was recorded.
I knew it, I was right. The Vulgus here have all been enhanced through superior DNA.
Hello.
The quality of this Kuiper's perfect, though it would have been good to secure both DNA and Kuiper in advance. Oh yeah.
You heard him, right? DNA, Kuiper. I have no idea what he's talking about, but I know this operation needs to resume quickly. The area where the guide picked up Jeremy's voice is a way off. We've got a long road ahead of us. This operation, we're all slowly sinking into this swamp. Not happy about it. Be prepared for unexpected combat situations, and leave the mission in your capable hands.
There.
Descendant, Enzo may have told you that Jeremy seems to be up to something. The Ironheart pulses have stopped, which means he must have put it back inside the quantum storage box used by the Descendants. We cannot allow Jeremy to take the Ironheart again. That much is certain.
Looks like we have no other choice but to go to the zone where we picked up his voice and investigate.
These guys, the gazers, actually hit really hard. I don't know why they hit so hard. Well, my defenses aren't exactly bad. As you can see, I'm pretty sure. I'm okay. A bit stressed out about certain things, but it's fine. Maybe you like flop around and hit bullets.
You little...
A lot of drama. Still getting over being sick for how long it was at this point. I don't know. It's way too low. And I haven't been able to properly stream
My shield!
for a while. I'm trying to get back into the swing of things, but
Serious?
today's the first time I've been able to stream in a hot minute. But I like I said, I'm hoping to get my schedule back in order, get everything up and going. I will say here, not this upcoming weekend, but the weekend after, I will be leaving for a job opportunity, and I will be gone for a week and a half, so even if I wanted to, there was absolutely no chance to leave during that time. But I'm hoping once I come back, I can get back to the problem.
A powerful enemy has appeared. You should focus on the battle for now.
That does a lot of damage. Thank you. Are back to full health. Crap.
Out of my way!
A lot of damage.
How about this?
Thank you. Goodbye. Really need to get this on the weapon stuff.
I'll deliver the info about Jeremy to HQ. If they have any new intel, they'll send it to us.
Down. I got that down. Ah! A lot of shots. Honest to goodness, I'm actually getting sick and tired of being shot. They're like, I'm finding. Very, very. I'm gonna leave it mostly to the automatic system because I'm still not even in like Warframe. I'm terrible at mod. I know I probably have something far better than anything I have currently. Auto system not exactly being best. Wrong button.
Jeremy said that the Vulgus in this area have been enhanced with high-quality DNA. To analyze the differences between them and regular Vulgus, we'll need to secure genetic samples for comparison. I really hope this has nothing to do with that old Colossus corpse. Go and collect Vulgus samples and place them in the supply box.
Forgetting I can't use my sprint ability.
So slow!
But I can't. I can't activate the ability after I do the pickup. Like before I have to do it. To use the ability, then do the pickup. That's what I say. I'm so explaining things. Blah!
Kuiper storage. Jeremy mentioned Kuiper as well. You need to destroy the vault and break down the Kuiper. We'll be able to identify the key characteristics of the Kuiper composition using the remaining particles and debris. On the surface of the Kuiper. This is definitely different from regular Kuiper. Join me at the outpost for a moment. There's a lot to discuss concerning the Vulgus and Kuiper. Now, I know the pursuit is urgent. There's just a few things I'd like to highlight. Operation must succeed. Regarding Jeremy's defection, the plan is to capture him alive and carry out a detailed interrogation. However, after analyzing the characteristics of the Vulgus DNA and the Kuiper, I think we need to understand Jeremy's motives first, so that we can be 2 steps ahead of him. First off, from the Vulgus DNA collected here, we identified malignant cells, those which have been exposed to void energy. Well, we'd call them malignant cells, but for the Vulgus, they're more of a genetic enhancement. They give them higher bone density and muscle growth. And we've detected high levels of void energy in the Vulgus Kuiper you discovered. To humans, this affected Kuiper is highly contaminated material which cannot be processed and used for any products. But for the Vulgus, it is enhanced Kuiper. Can you see the connection? Both the cells and the Kuiper have been altered as the result of exposure to the void, and both are needed to create enhanced Vulgus. I'm not sure why Jeremy needs them, but I do know where we can find them. The Abandoned Zone. Throughout Ingris's history, it's been identified as the first area to be connected to the Void Dimension, and the worst source of contamination is located in Echo Swamp. That's where we need to go. we can either overtake Jeremy, or at least find traces of him. Huh? Hold on. That's the emergency comm signal.
Is anybody there? This is Essimo. We can't move. We're surrounded by enemy forces.
Essimo, what's your location?
Oh fuck. I like a good story when it comes to games and stuff, but I don't know. So far in this one, it seems to have a nice story. It seems like it's pretty cool. Sometimes they just on, on, for information. You broke it down. Ah, like I get it. You want to extend it out. You want to make it seem like really going in depth with what the story is, and that's like for my personal preference. You can like that all you want. I'm not gonna blame you for it. Not a big fan being extended.
This operation must succeed.
We're
Essimo!
talking.
Essimo, please respond! Ah, damn it! We've lost contact. That wasn't much to go on. Right now, the only thing we can be sure of is that they're nearby. Actually, this works in our favor. This is our chance to rescue Essimo and track down Jeremy. I'll search for traces of Jeremy and the Ironheart with a guide. Please rescue Essimo and take him to the forward base.
I am definitely detecting a very minute presence of RK in this zone. I appear to be unable to transfer my consciousness into it. This narrows it down to two possibilities. Either this is Jeremy's RK, or the RK of Essimo, who is unconscious.
We can't miss this opportunity.
It's highly likely that a bogus commander will appear.
I am.
If you see one, eliminate them immediately. Enemy target identified, but it doesn't seem to be a commander-level unit. Take them out anyway. Inner facility survey complete. No signs of SMO or any conflict. I'll need to search a different zone.
Or I don't have big piece thing. I just got a smaller one.
I've activated an eco-scan surveyor. If something happened here, the drones should pick it up. Ideally, we'll find some info on Jeremy, but we can hope to at least get some idea of SMO's whereabouts. I need you to retrieve some of the drones and return them.
Really. Oh, okay. Technically called. Take the go. I missed the cup.
Analysis complete. Based on the data collected, we've identified the unique chemical substance that SMO gives off. We've also found traces of Jeremy's RK. If we follow SMO's traces, we should be able to find Jeremy as well. It's not that far.
The arcade is fading. We must move quickly.
Info guide. Is
Oh.
anyone there?
This is
Our
like a
status
fusion of
suggests
a
that
few
the
different
enemy has
games.
a
Things
wavelength
like
jammer.
Warframe
If we
with like a
destroy
bit
it,
of
we'll be able to
Destiny
find
and
SMO. I still can't locate SMO. Must be something else jamming the signal. Your eyes peeled.
like, yeah, it basically takes Warframe and Destiny, fuse them together into one game, and you get this, essentially. I wouldn't. I guess it would be hard to explain otherwise, honestly. You're playing as these people, these powered humans, these empowered humans, who primarily, like, abilities come from some form of, like, substance or genetics. In this case, you're considered something called a descendant, which just means that you
Watch
are
out,
related
above you.
to
That's a Vulgus command relay.
someone
It's
from
a weapon
ancient
that tracks
times who had
arcane
power
and
and
used to
something
attack
called
it.
arcade
Hey,
running
be
through their
careful.
veins.
Jeremy was able to get the drop on me because I was too focused on other things. Once the units finish charging, they'll become stronger. I know it's tough, but we need to destroy it before that happens.
Understood. We'll knock out the weapons. There has to be a leader among the enemy defense forces. We need to eliminate them to stop the defense units from charging. Another enemy squad is inbound. As Esmo mentioned, if they finish charging, we're all done for. The enemy keep replenishing their forces. We have to stop them from charging. Target the leader.
Thanks. Finally saved. I'm no use to you in this state. I'll join you later on.
Esmo, you're safe.
Thanks to you. Did you see Jeremy and his henchmen on your way here? I'm not sure they know what they're after or what their next move is. I'll brief everyone. Gather round.
I gotta get rid of stuff like this all the time. Just a lot of weapons. A lot of them are really not worth stuff. Some of them aren't bad for the upgrade. But I'm running into a bit of a wall of, like... My day's going well so far. I spent a good part of my morning somewhere between half asleep and flipping TikTok. Watched a little bit of YouTube here and there. I also ended up spending a bit of time with my partner Fia for a little while after while I was picking them up from work. Once I came back, I was gonna stream a little bit sooner than I have, but ended up having to deal with some issues with a bunch of games updating. They updated a lot faster than I thought they would, and I was able to find out how to set up my PC to be able
Oh,
to
of course.
stream.
Oh, yeah. This is it.
So, I'm
As you know, my mission was to remove the source of the contamination in the abandoned area before it spread to Albion. Where you rescued me, near the pipe there, my unit and I were looking for the source of the contamination connected to that pipe. We were on the verge of finding it. But the soldiers in my unit started getting sick, one by one, from some unknown disease, while the Order of Truth seemed to be getting stronger by the day. You know I have a sensitive nose, right? Well, my soldiers and the enemy smelled the same to me, but their symptoms, how the disease affected them, were the opposite of each other. It doesn't make any sense. Once I figured that out, I didn't just sit on my butt. I mobilized all of my men who were able to move and scoured the nearby area. That's when they turned on me. I knew I shouldn't have pushed them so hard. Jeremy showed up, and you know what that idiot said? Albion considers all of you to be expendable. Follow me, and I'll give you power. Let's take down Albion together. It sounded like a bunch of hogwash. But then he took out the Ironheart. And it was the first time any of us had seen something that had seemed like just a rumor. To be honest, it was also the first time I'd seen the real thing in person.
Personally,
and even I thought it was pretty extraordinary.
I have some
Though because
personal
I've been
reasons
connected to the
as
guide
to
from the
why
start.
I don't play
I didn't
Genshin
fall for
Impact,
Jeremy's
yeah, there's
speech.
definitely some
But
times
when
where,
that
like, the game you want to play
bastard
most
said
is,
what he
like,
needed
taking
for his plan was
forever.
nearby, one by one, my men pointed their guns at me.
It took
What did Jeremy say it was again?
4.5
needed?
hours for
That's right, a seed storage.
How World
And
update
I knew the
when
source of the
they
contamination was there too.
dropped
My
the
nose told me.
Sakurajima update.
You're planning on going to the
I
seed
haven't played it
storage
yet.
now,
I
aren't
haven't
you?
even touched it since the update.
In that case, focus on finding Jeremy.
To get stuff
Destroying
figured
the
out
source of
on
the
my own
contamination,
first
the seed storage, was
in
my
my own
original mission.
world,
I'll
but
try and recover and get back on track with that
far,
as soon as possible.
there was so much I was trying to do at once.
I'll make
My
sure to
main-
blow up whatever it is Jeremy is trying to
Getting
get
it
his
all
hands
together
on.
has been pain. And I don't know if some of the things I had included still working, so I need to back my files and stuff. Before I do that, I need Earth trap though. Get it. That's right here. Back. Yeah. to try to public one or start one, and depends on how basic this quest is. I've had times where I've started like tried to join some of these like loaded quests. But I've been going like halfway through. Dead Cells a lot of Dead Cells is definitely like it feels like a speedrun game to me. It's built a way so you can still like mess around and take the time you want, but the way it's built, especially with the randomness of it, it feels like it's made to test you just to see how fast you go from beginning to end with whatever you refine along the way. If you want to switch weapons, get good, better setup, just want to get from beginning to end as fast as possible, or you can be a completionist and deal with like finding everything else along the way, find the like secrets and stuff, unlock more things to make it easier to speedrun later.
Esima warned us that the Vulgus here are stronger. Please be careful.
Super important, but yeah, I'm like catch up the rest of the group here. I've not played Hades.
The enemy is using a narrow tunnel. We need to break through. That's strange. The enemies stationed at the entrance appear to be intact. Jeremy must have been able to evade them.
I've not played DLC yet.
This must be the high-density Kuiper that Jeremy mentioned. By human standards, this is contaminated waste. It is also identical to the substance mentioned in Alzarok's autopsy report.
What? So what you're saying is Jeremy took it?
There are no access records on this terminal for anyone aside from us.
Hey,
That is all I can discern.
I just need to get through this mission.
We must explore deeper. I will focus on detecting pulses from the Ironheart. Seems the Vulgus have established a large-scale Kuiper refinery here, concealed from the vigilant eyes of Albion.
Just the idea that Alzarok exists is proof enough for me that we can't allow this to continue. We will finalize the detonation of the facility while you eliminate the enemy forces.
Alright, Dave, let's go down now.
Powerful enemy units have been deployed to protect the Kuiper. Please be on your guard.
Out of my way!
One of these has to be good.
Loading!
Oh,
Based
man.
on data analysis, the high-density Kuiper produced in this cave was used to enhance the Vulgus who occupied this zone.
The Vulgus made a lot of effort to enhance their forces.
Oh,
I admit
yeah.
it.
Nick
Asimo was
seems
right to follow
be
his
pretty
nose.
popular in a lot of games that have
Question is,
anything to do
why does
about
Jeremy
Greek
want this?
mythology
The substance
or
cannot be used by
just
humans.
any, like,
There
there
are
are
no signs of
several
Jeremy
other
here
cases
either.
where, like, Nick,
It may be
Hades
because
are
of the
used, even
contamination.
though their
No.
storyline actually has
The
nothing
density
to do
of the
with
Kuiper
Greek
was too
mythos,
low for that.
but when they do show up, they seem to be
Jeremy
very
was
popular in
after
some form.
high-density Kuiper,
Although I
and
do believe
we
there was a
didn't touch
game
any
that
of
had
this.
Nick made out to be
Check the
the
total
same
amount of
bad
Kuiper
guy
within the
as
facility.
story, but can't remember offhand if I'm right on that, or I'm just dreaming up something. My memory's trying to go bad.
Is Albion suddenly interested in the Kuiper I refined? How surprising.
There is a larger Kuiper deposit on the other side of the facility, but you should focus on eliminating the enemy first. The scale and density of the Kuiper on the other side of the facility is enough to create Alzarok-level Vulgus for centuries. It probably contains a high level of contamination.
What? Okay, everybody get out. I'm going to blow it to hell right now.
SMO, don't blow it up yet. Jeremy might still be inside.
Enzo is correct. We have not found any evidence of Jeremy at any of the other Kuiper deposits so far. There may be signs of him on the other side of the facility.
Knight is right. Jeremy will probably be after the Kuiper with the highest density.
That's this group here that I'm playing that seems to have pretty decent strong weapons. I ain't doing junk for damage.
Loading!
I'm so pleased that you came all this way in person, Descendant. I'm curious about the effectiveness of the enhancements to my forces. Would you be so kind as to test them for me?
This Vulgus commander seems to be saying we are the first to arrive. Send them. We must secure this area before Jeremy can.
My shield is down.
Thank you, Descendant. I understand the additional Kuiper density required to enhance my regular troops. Now, time for your reward. A damp, dark place like this is perfect for refining Kuiper. But it's even better for decorating the walls with your insides as I rip you to pieces. What do you think of my proposal? Just you wait. You'll be an excellent source of nutrients for the Tree of Truth.
Oh yeah. And like some of the best games, some of the most difficult games have insane backstories, not on like just the characters, but every item, weapon, the whole nine. Like, look at the Souls game, as an example. Every item you pick up has some form of backstory, whether it's about the item itself, or about a character that used the item, or in some fashion came in contact with, like, a person. It's just, like, the level of in-depthness that is the, like, lore shared through the item in, like, the Souls game. Went right through those shields.
Loading. I'm going to need help.
Ajax, you can't go down already, man.
Charge! Shit.
Take this. Thanks, Lucky.
That beam took me out. Okay, so it's kind of like you're unlocking the lore by just using it. Interesting. Good concept. Could definitely distracted for a hot minute.
You little... My shields! Shocking, right? Like, you little... Shall we break?
Yeah, I think it's the damage is just...
What a wasted opportunity to give the tree of truth a taste of Descendent.
It appears that there is another more important zone to the Vulgus than this one. Thankfully, Jeremy did not progress that far. We must destroy this place before he can obtain the Kuiper. If we destroy this location, there will be no suitable zone for Jeremy to obtain high-density Kuiper from.
Oh.
Should he look for Kuiper in an outside source, he will not be able to avoid being detected by us.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. But yeah, oh, it's fine. I'll have to figure out how this system works with TikTok. I'm not
Did I tell you earlier
sure
that the Vulgus are after
what
the Tree of
the
Truth?
problem-
There's only one tree in this swamp that deserves that kind of title. I can take you there. After I demolish this facility, that is.
SMO and I will handle this. Can you report back to Alpha in person? This intel is sensitive and we don't want to risk Jeremy listening in on any comms. I'll send you the rendezvous point shortly. SMO, wait up.
Well, definitely have noticed that a lot of lot of games that have Hades in it really make him out to be a villain a lot of the time. And yeah, he's more of a business. Yeah, he could be an asshole. He can be very shrewd. Don't get me wrong, but he's more of a businessman, just trying to get through the deal. Always fair. Would and I'm more speaking on what I remember of Greek mythology in that note, but there's
Just get to the point.
always
Jeremy
gonna
has
be
got
limited
hold of
with
Vulgus DNA
game
and
mythology.
contaminated Kuiper? Well, the bastard always had a special interest in the Vulgus. He was always praising how much stamina the Vulgus had, their power, their technological prowess, and the possibilities that they unlocked through genetic improvements. I didn't want to discourage him as he was doing useful research into the enemy's capabilities. But I can't deny his obsession made his teammates uneasy. There was an incident where he captured a Vulgus production facility. He argued that Albion also needed to create artificial soldiers. The Colon Counterintelligence Unit investigated his research and seized his records. He was sent to the detention center for a time as a result of what they discovered. He was nearly expelled as a descendant. Wait. Once he's acquired the Ironheart, there's no reason he won't go ahead with his plan. I wonder if that's why he studied the autopsy report on Alzarok so carefully. He's likely after more than the quantum storage box containing the Ironheart. We need to examine all records involving Jeremy and any of Albion's supplies. All right. Now that I understand the gravity of the situation, you may return to the field. I entrust the capture of Jeremy and secure retrieval of the Ironheart to you.
Right.
Demolition of the seed storage has been completed. Rendezvous point set. No matter which way you look at it, it definitely is the Tree of Truth. An encrypted call. This is Enzo. Identify. Wait. Is this Jeremy?
No, that's fair. Back to you. I like that. Okay. Well, I read pretty much all of Chris Jack's books and all of the Heroes of Olympus books. I own most of them personally in like physical copies. I own the first two books of like Horse series. I can't remember what the series is called, and I think I own three of the Kane Chronicles. I do want, I do need to check on them though. They've been kind of in storage for a little bit, so I need to. I'm actually not sure on trials. I might have the book, and I might. Although that is definitely a series I'm wanting. Like, I need to get out of storage though, because I really want to read it again. What ones I have, ones missing. I'm hoping to eventually own all of them, and if any of the ones I have are damaged, I'll need to replace them. So I'll probably end up making a full list of what ones I do have and are still in condition, and what ones are missing. Or they, oh, I bet that was amazing. I actually run a Dungeons and Dragons uh, campaign based around the Percy Jackson book, like in the set in the TJO universe. Well,
are you looking for me?
technically it's in the embroidered inverse, as I like to put it, because it will involve all of
Okay,
his book
I've
series.
switched to a public channel as you requested. Now answer our questions.
Hey, who is this? If it isn't
Oh.
Alpha's little, I mean the Descendants.
Well,
We'll be asking the questions, Jeremy.
I
What
never
is your
said I was
location?
intelligent. I'm quite dumb.
I was just about to thank you guys.
Oh,
I'm inside the seed storage,
okay.
which you guys so kindly cleaned up for me.
Fair
Thanks
enough.
for taking care of the Vulgus. I was able to swipe some highly concentrated Kuiper and organic matter, all because of you.
I didn't
When
realize, I'll be
did
honest.
you-
I'm
Idiot.
other than D&D, I'm
Did you
quite
forget
stupid.
what I can do as soon as you couldn't see me? There were so many blind spots. Until SMO blew the place up, that is. I don't know why you're all making such a big deal out of this guide. She can't guide anyone. She couldn't even find the Ironheart when it was inside a quantum storage box.
Jeremy, have you thought about
To
surrendering?
each their own.
Think about the lives of the innocent soldiers you've influenced.
Don't you think our bigger concern should be the future of humankind? I'm sick and tired of the incompetence of Albion's military commanders.
See, for me, it wasn't until the end of the
we worked so hard to get.
Heroes of Olympus series did I start enjoying the swapping perspective.
This fight will end just because
I wasn't a real big fan of it at the beginning.
Even if we stop the
Yeah,
Colossi?
like especially like the
How
first
do
two
we
books
plan to
felt
deal with all
weird
of the remaining
and
Vulgus
felt like I was
Ingress?
missing a lot of the story
We have more casualties
up until the
daily
end
than there
where
are
they
new
were like they were
recruits.
close
You think
together
Descendants
and we
will
were
make a
more
difference?
getting their like
Even if
thoughts
we
and
can clear an
feelings
entire
as
battlefield,
things
do
were
we
happening
really think that's enough to turn the
throughout
tide in this war?
versus feeling like I'm
You're
missing a
deluded.
part of someone else.
Descendants are just as vulnerable as the rest of Albion's soldiers. We're all mortal. And if the Magister's equipment breaks and our
I
arcade
like
runs
the
out,
one
Descendants
that,
will be nothing
especially
but
like
frail human
if you
beings
really look
doomed
into
to
it,
die.
if they were to do another
the
one of
Vulgus,
like another book series
they
going back
continue
off
to
of
advance
like
even
the
as
Percy
we
Jackson
speak.
series, but it from
The
someone else's
Ironheart makes
perspective,
them even
Percy would
stronger.
actually be stated
Humanity
as
needs
how
to be
powerful he actually
stronger,
is,
I
and not
know
shown
how.
through like certain actions. It
I'll
would be
soon show
described
you.
from another person's
Just
perspective to see
wait.
how it would go through.
Jeremy?
But
Jeremy!
I'll be honest,
Damn it!
in the
There's
book,
no way he would
like
have
especially in the
taunted us
Percy
with an
Jackson book,
encrypted
Percy
call that
himself
can only be
can't
accessed
really
from a
judge
short
his
range.
own power.
I'm
He thinks
positive
he's a
he's
weakling,
looking for something near
like
the tree.
or downplays.
I have no idea what you're talking
Even when
about.
he does
but I'm
know
ready
he's
to blow it
strong,
all
he
up.
downplays his own strength
Esmo,
so
if the
much.
output of the
But
machine
the things
installed
he
on that
gets
tree
away
is
with in
correct,
those books
half of the
is
swamp will be blown
absolute
away. Please
insanity.
calm down.
This is so frustrating. I'm going crazy. We need to take full control of the area around that tree.
As we can't track Jeremy visually, I've installed a sensor. The moment he sets
Oh,
foot near
I
us,
hate
it will activate.
that.
It looks like the enemy is also tracking Jeremy, so we'd better capture him first. You need to defend the sensor, Descendant.
Oh, I'm doomed.
Thanks to Jeremy's attacks on the enemy, we're now caught in the crossfire. The sensor must be protected at all costs.
My shields!
I'm doomed.
Why, you little...
Need to eliminate that Vulcan.
Shields! Why, you little... Reload!
Okay. So bad this time. That's the thing. I'm currently also, yeah.
My shields! How about this?
I'm a little bit distracted. I'm not exactly fast at looking at that. Give me 1 second.
It has been slightly
Hey.
damaged, but still operational.
Wow, that thing killed me and still had enough power to just about destroy this thing too.
Defending the equipment is critical to this mission. Do what you can to keep it safe. The equipment.
There was no way. I'm terrible at this. I'm not dealing nowhere near enough power for this type of, like, trying to do this on my own. The damage output is garbage. My aim isn't worse, but my damage output is just not there. Oh, finally. Whatever. Uh, like I said, my aim's not exactly bad. It's just I'm not feeling the damage I'm dealing for the type for where I am. So I'm probably gonna have to leave and go see if I can upgrade. Not. It's not so much I need more weapons. I need my weapons to either be more powerful, or I need to be able to replace the weapons I have with stronger weapons. Right now, I'm not. I don't have ammo. It's like, if I can kill them faster, then I don't have to worry about them damaging the thing. I have to defend that hunk of metal that's not moving. And as you've seen, those ones with the blue, like, light in the center of their chest that got real close and exploded, those dealt all of its HP. And then there was the little the robot that walks up with the shield. Can't damage them unless I get to the side or they drop their shield. And with the laser beams coming from the background, they need to die fast. I'm not feeling the damage necessary to do it. And as your previous statement, when it comes to Percy and the poison goddess, yes, he does end up. I'll I'll reveal that. Honestly, good. He does use her own poison against her. Technically, should be possible. He's literally using her domain against her to be able to get through, which then ends up causing a whole other scenario right after. It's because I leaned away from it. I'm kind of using a desk mic, and for some odd reason, it kind of in and out depending on the day on whether or not it hears me properly, if I like to sit comfortably, or if it's going to be cutting me in and out from time to time. It's more of poison is still a liquid,
If it's new research,
and because it is a form,
I'm
it's
listening.
like at least the way it's used for her, it's a form of liquid, so can't so he can use it. Oh, deal. Oh. Uh-huh. It's not so much about a shared domain, it's more about the fact that because of its liquid nature, even though it's not technically water, it still uses water as a base. So he is able to control it, and I think the shock of him being able to control it at all kept her from actually using her ability properly to stop him taking. Okay, stronger than this. Okay. Okay. I'm glad she did. He's defeated monsters and stuff, but and he's fought Ares, but all he did was wound Ares, and he only was able to do that due to the fact that Ares was not allowed to use his full power and abilities, and is too proud to admit that he would ever be defeated by a demigod, so he would never go full out. And but the injury was more of a wound to pride than actually doing anything. Don't want Dark Percy. Percy is the hero, the loyal hero to the end. Making him dark kind of takes away from his character too. And I feel that would be a good change for viable. Hmm. It would be an interesting way. I'll say that. Interesting. Okay. I don't even know if my sound is coming through on TikTok. I'll be honest. Well, at least the game sound. I'm pretty sure my voice is coming through on TikTok, but I don't know if the game. Like, boom. See, if something like that were to happen, Annabeth would have. I'll be straight up on it. Annabeth would have. Because the moment he dies and he can do nothing about it, yeah, Annabeth would have to go bye-bye. She would have to go to Elysium, the Fields of Asphodel, whatever it need to be. She would not be able to remain alive in the story if you want a Dark Percy, because she is his anchor.
As we can't track Jeremy visually, I've installed a sensor. The moment he sets foot near us, it will activate. Looks like the enemy is also tracking Jeremy, so we'd better capture him first. You need to defend the sensor, Descendant.
Better.
Thanks to Jeremy's attacks on the enemy, we're now caught in the crossfire. The sensor must be protected at all costs. We need to eliminate that Vulgus.
I don't really know how to explain or answer that one. I couldn't move.
The
I
equipment
literally
has been
couldn't
slightly
move.
damaged, but it's still operational. Defending the equipment is critical to this mission. Do what you can to keep it safe.
That's not much I can do
It's almost
when
been
you
destroyed. Don't
throw
give
so
up,
much at me at
please.
once. Especially considering, like, you can make them freeze me in place. There's nothing I can do. It is a difficult topic.
So slow.
Thanks to Jeremy's attacks on the enemy, we're now caught in the crossfire. The sensor must be protected at all costs. Need to eliminate that Vulgus.
work, so still a little bit aggravated because of that, but that's just...
Shield is down.
It's always annoying people. Most likely. Although, did you see the announcement I put in the server?
It might be strong, but you have to keep it at bay.
Watch the floor. Feel the heat?
No.
I like them well done.
It's a while away, but I would rather at least know that you've seen it than
I'll
just
keep the
assume.
sensor
I've
operational
had
until
plenty
we
of
find
times where
Jeremy.
people have said they've seen and then not seen it all. But the fact that you mentioned by date, then yeah, it's still a bit away. We still got a while. We'll have D&D tomorrow and Sunday, hopefully. But yeah, it's definitely something to keep an eye on. Like that, if y'all want to add reactions and stuff just so I can confirm, fine, but at the same time, I don't see it as a necessity. More... I'm just, like, I would rather not assume, but I'm probably going to end up doing so anyway. Like, it would make it easier for me to be able to, like, know for certain, but I'm not really going to ask because 9 times out of 10, doesn't matter if I ask or not, it's not going to happen.
My shield!
do about it. That I don't know over there. Eh. Of course, no one picked it up. Wow, fork knife is something else. It's definitely one you gotta really focus on, like what you're doing exactly. This one you can be a little bit more open with, but at the same time, it definitely demands attention.
All right. I don't know what the hell this stuff is, but we got all.
The sensors are operating normally. We've seized all the Vulgus' supplies. Let's get back to the outpost. We need to wait for Dr. K to contact us about the next operation anyway. What is it? Ah, speak of the devil. She's contacting me now.
I tried.
Kate, I'm receiving. The supplies I sent are the ones seized from an important Vulgus facility. We identified them as being highly likely to be targeted by Jeremy, so we went after them first. There's 3 supply boxes worth.
These are genetic materials used to create Vulgus bodies. If Jeremy wants to emulate the process in the Alzarok report,
Well, I think
these are the
people
core materials he'll need. But did you say 3 boxes? Only 2 have been delivered. Was one intercepted by the Vulgus?
What are you talking about, Kate? The delivery speed for Albion supply boxes is too fast to be overtaken by standard transportation. Wait a second. Jeremy. His RK abilities. He might be able to grab a supply box mid-air. Damn it. This is the emergency response system. A supply box on its way to Albion has been intercepted. Last known location is in the northeast. There is a high chance that Jeremy grabbed it. He planned this.
Oh man, you've given me everything I needed. You have my eternal gratitude. Don't worry, I'll put the supplies
I've heard that before.
All forces, I'm sending the last known coordinates of the supply box. Move out.
Is Jeremy trying to make a pet Vulgus? That's disturbing.
I have a different theory.
Yeah, I could never figure out why you were so scared of me. Like, I knew I had my times where, like, I was a bit aggressive because of stupid shit, but I had never tried to be, like, I don't know how to put it. I've never attempted to scare you on purpose. Oh. And I got nothing then. I've always told people if I seem scary to you, just spend 10 minutes with me. I'm not scary at all. I'm probably the furthest scary. Ooh, the bag. Real. Yeah, take a minute. Pretty good when they're loaded in. Before that,
Jeremy has everything he now needs. Void energy, highly concentrated Kuiper, Vulgus DNA solution,
yeah.
and the Iron Heart.
Horrible,
All
isn't
of
it? It's
these were
alive
used by
too. It's got a
Amon
pop
when
and
he
everything.
created Alzarok.
Are you saying Jeremy is creating a super strong Vulgus that will obey him? I would have expected bigger things from that traitor.
Yeah.
Perhaps,
Once I finish
as
this,
he
I'll show
already
you.
has RK, he may be attempting to fuse his own body with that of a Vulgus, spawning a new being. Those of Esimo's men who were won over by Jeremy were strongly taken by his words, fully believing what he said. However, there is one thing Jeremy hasn't been able to obtain yet. An energy output intense enough to activate the Ironheart. Fortunately, I do not detect any facilities in this swamp with that level of output. However, if there are any Colossi remains in this swamp in fairly good condition, they may still retain an immense amount of power. And there would be no need to infiltrate an Albion or Vulgus facility. I suspect the remains are exactly what Jeremy is after.
Ah, if that's so, that's good news. There aren't any usable Colossi remains around here, so we can finally catch our
It
breath.
moves around, plays with the pop and everything.
There is one. A while ago, there was an executioner which failed in an intercept attempt and ended up somewhere in this swamp. This is Vulgus territory, and I wasn't in a position to go after it at the
I
time,
agree.
so I left it.
Ah, damn it. I guess there was no way of knowing it could be used for this. We need to find the location of the remnants. I'm gonna blow them up so that nobody can use them.
Wow. 5 of them.
So slow.
Number 17 suspending stealth search and converting to support mission. The enemy is on high alert. Jeremy must have riled them up. They're trying to obstruct our pursuit. We must eliminate them quickly.
My car.
Wait.
Enemy reinforcements arriving. Prepare yourselves.
Right.
Shield.
high-rank enemy leader has emerged. Taking them out will force the enemy to retreat.
Out of my way!
Operation complete. Colon squads will spread out and continue their search for Jeremy.
Jeez. They hit hard. Was hoping that upgrade would help out a lot. It shot. These are all heavy rounds.
Enzo is worried about the enemy reconverging.
I do not
We
think
should
so.
try to hack their database. I'll provide reports, you take care of the enemy forces.
Sometimes you gotta ignore what I say.
Initiating remote hack. Enemies
I know
approaching.
sweet.
Get ready.
America.
separatists have consolidated their forces. That's not good. Initiating remote hack. Eliminate any approaching enemies. Operation data. I've located the enemy's rally point. It's near the chapel.
One day I might, but I doubt it. And thank you for that. I about to die. I didn't even realize I equipped anything to this. Le bobo. Oh. Here. What the fuck? This is another thing about games like this. You have zero protections when you're in the pause menu. Zip. I'm outside a quest, so I'm not gonna see any repercussions for this, but that would definitely that put me so far away though. I was in that menu doing what I was doing so I could pick up the stuff. It's on.
If Jeremy used his RK ability, then there will be RK residue. He should utilize the environmental collection drones. Unlike the sensor we used before, this shouldn't draw the enemy's attention, so you only have to focus on retrieving the drones.
Oh, come on, game. Sometimes zip line is so hunt back. Like, you gotta be, like, super specific. It's hard to do. Like, sometimes when you're, like, even in the middle of big boss fights. Yeah, I've been affiliate for a while now. Serious thing. You cannot tell me that that's gonna do that to me. Anyway. But yeah, since I'm affiliate, I have ads. I'm so freaking far away for no reason.
Analyzing data. Ah, I knew it. We've detected Jeremy's RK. His route takes him toward the chapel. Wait, these traces are similar to those of the Vulgus.
No, they did
like
the
the enemy
cheap
is caught up
way
with
and went to
Jeremy.
the very end
better
first
hurry.
and grabbed the few that were back there since I was the one grabbing the ones along the path. But since they grabbed all the ones at the end, and I was already I was halfway across the map before I could do anything. So I almost failed the quest because
I've
I was too
temporarily
far away.
transferred the void radar code to this drone. Connect me to the drone, so that I can track the exact location of the remnants of the Executioner.
Yeah, that's what happens when those fall asleep. Oh.
I just needed you to know. I love you.
That's it too, Luna. I just need this thing. Wait, no. Damn it. So it's kind of like in Warframe, the one quest where stay away from my ears. That's not. Well, I can't tell you how many times right in the middle of playing something, I had to bite at my ear. No, thank you.
You little...
No, I felt it. I promise you, I could feel it. I'm sorry if I had to pop way off our death. Unless there's an actual like password here trying to make it look like here. I felt it clamp. I felt your lip clamp around my earlobe. Felt. Ah. No, that's not how. That would make it worse.
Loading! Reload!
Not gonna be able to do much with this thing in my back. all my abilities are short range. And that laser there would use up my entire bar way too fast. My circle ability lets me run really fast, but it doesn't matter if I can run fast. This thing is at a set speed. Just like walking. This thing's going to be stuck at this speed the entire time. So, the X is not a shield, it's a small burst like that. My triangle is this literal ring of lightning around me. The square is that beam you saw, but I try to range for my ability really fast. And honest goodness, the only way I can get my abilities is by moving. The faster I move, the more I move, the more I get out of it.
Reload.
Major downside of all of my abilities, especially in a quest like this, I have, yes, this game is crossbow. Is I have a very short range for all of my abilities except for the beam, but that beam rains through my power.
The enemy has found us.
After I
Defend the
finish
drone
stream,
until
my
the tracking
plan
is
is to
complete.
just kick back, relax, and ignore the fact that existence exists for a little bit. Probably feel some cups.
Loading.
Centering on the chapel. The remains of the Colossus should be there. I will request Enzo to provide aerial reconnaissance.
I've been streaming for 2.5 hours. Anyway, closer to 2.5 hours. So I think though, I think I'm gonna cut it off. At least for today. I'm not going to be streaming tomorrow, but you'll see me at D&D. Yes, it's cute. Got a little paper on my back with a pop that is live. Nearly dropped. But yes, for now, I'm gonna call it a night. And I'm gonna say love, faith, chicken grace, and Santa. Yes, yes. Sleep may be important, but sanity is just everywhere. And I will be working on that. I fuck. Oh, it goes for whatever enemy is close to you physically when you cross in a crosshair touch. That's how the aim is. It will hard lock onto that motherfucker too. I don't know how to kind of have to force it away from it or kill whatever it got stuck.